Broadcasting live from an Airstream somewhere in Tornado Alley, bringing you the people, places, and stories from the Panhandle to the Red River. This is your Only in Oklahoma show.
And welcome to the show. Today we're rolling out to T-Town for a Guinness World Record event. And after the break, we're lighting up the Route 66 night sky with some new neon. I'm Brett.
And I am Harley.
Speaking of Tulsa, God, we got a lot to talk about. Are we talking about Tulsa?
We can't talk about all of it.
We went to Tulsa.
We did go to Tulsa.
And we came back on Sunday.
Yes, we did.
Follow, subscribe for more. See you next week.
There is one particular standout thing that I want to talk about.
Yeah.
Can we do something about the online point values for hotels? We stayed at a 9.8 star hotel, and the water fountain in the lobby looked like it got hit by a bus.
But let me tell you let's talk water fountains. Not a lot of people use them these days. I think COVID was the end of a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but
public drinking, people don't do it anymore. But
your maintenance has to be a part of the.
But here's the thing: don't sleep on a good fountain. It had a nice arc to it. The water temperature was good. We got one of those at work.
There was black stuff growing around the edges.
I didn't taste it. Like the water fountain at my job. Oh yeah, I do have one of those. Nice, not hot, not cold, like right in the middle type of water temperature. A nice arc to it. Also has the bottle refill thing going on. I love a good water fountain. I like to let it like arc into my mouth, and I just slowly follow the stream to where I almost touch the fountain nozzle, and I'm like, nope. I like a good water fountain. But here's the thing. Okay, so I don't know if you know this or not. I learned this going to Vegas like the first or the second time. Hotel ratings are not based on quality of experience. Like if you say, look at Vegas hotels, and it says 3 stars, 4 stars. 5. It's based on the amount of rooms and amenities, not necessarily your experience.
When you're looking at Yelp and it's 9.4 stars.
But I'm talking like Expedia, like travel sites.
It's a review system.
I did see somebody said they were doing something based on Yelp reviews. And they said, because do people on Yelp, do they get paid to review?
I don't know.
Because this person, I don't know who it was saying, well, and I'm trusting these because these are professional reviewers, unless that was kind of like a, because they're so professional. Because I think he was doing like eating at the worst rated restaurants as I don't know, as brought to you by Yelp reviews, I guess.
Okay.
I just didn't know if Yelpers, man. Remember we used to do the segment on travel oddities based on reviews. We'd always do a good one and a bad one, right?
Yeah.
I wonder if we start going back to doing stuff like that. That'd be just to see.
Yeah.
Just to see what Oklahoma has to offer and what people are saying about. Because again, you talk about 1-star reviews. There's no such thing. What do you qualify? What are you looking for in a 3-star review? We're saying at 3 stars, there's no such thing as perfect, right?
I think 3 stars
is it middle of the road?
Yeah.
But what are you? I mean, not to go too far into the weeds here, but on a 3-star review, what are you looking for?
I don't know what the question means.
Well, okay. What's the criteria? If you're somebody that is in charge of, I don't know, cultivating these reviews and making the list, or just as a person, what qualifies a 3-star review? What are the qualifications? What is the bathrooms were filthy, 3 stars.
No, I think if you're going to give it a star rating, you need to have a good understanding of what you mean.
Right.
So 3-star review, like you see people all the time say something like, yeah, I got there at 10:30 on a Wednesday and they close at 9, 1-star review. Well, that's not 1 star. That's not like, that's 1 star for you.
Do you believe in 5 stars?
Yeah, I think there are plenty of places that deserve a 5-star.
But I feel like 5-star reviews are reserved for like upper echelon, upper crust, like a cruise experience or no.
I think you can have a 5-star experience
At McDonald's?
I mean, technically, yeah.
But what are you looking for there? Everything is so...
The best Big Mac you ever had, the happiest employees you ever had, and a floor clean enough to eat off of.
Well, listen, I'll give Burger King and Chickasha a rock solid 4.5 stars for their Whopper. That Whopper, maybe it was because Roasters
Roasted you?
tried to roast me with a brioche bun that sounded like a kick drum. But I'll give 4.5 stars to Chickasha's Burger King on that freaking Whopper. It was well put together. Here's the thing, and we'll end it with this. This is random. The way they package the Whopper now, they put it in a Big Mac box. I'm just going to say it. It's no longer in the paper wrapper. And they also put a diaper on it. So you have parameters you have to work within. You can't have stuff just flying all over willy-nilly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give Burger King and Chickasha 5 out of 5 on the presentation because it looked like the picture.
That's saying something.
You don't get that anywhere.
No.
The Golden Arches haven't been golden in 30 years.
I don't know that I've seen anything that came out of McDonald's in the past 40 years that looked like the picture on the commercial.
I'm telling you, you change your logo, you change your slogan, you ditch all that, you lose me. And you lose your customer base. You get no stars from me for changing your, Walmart, always. Remember that? McDonald's, I'm loving it. Burger King, your way right away. At Burger King now. Just saying. Burger King, you hit it tonight. Chickasha, give yourselves a pat on the back. If you listen to podcasts, which you probably don't if you're under the age of...
If you're hearing this, you're listening to a podcast.
Right, your parents are probably...
Can I interrupt you for just 1 second?
Maximus, interrupt us.
We've
hit 10,000?
You're 10,000 likes on...
It's being echoed.
Our live right now.
It's being echoed.
So...
You get a free burrito, El Burrito Loco. You choose for hitting it 10K. If you're hitting it 10,000 times in a row, gosh.
Whatever toppings you want to put on your burrito, go for it.
Make it a double Cali burrito.
So, our event for today.
Yeah.
Tulsa's Route 66 Capital Cruise. Coming up May 30th.
I feel like if you're not doing something on Route 66 in the month of May, you're probably not from around here. But again, there are people from Europe that are doing stuff on Route 66 in the month of May. You're stacked. The month, if you miss this thing, there's going to be this one. If you don't get that one, but by June 1st, you're probably SOL.
So, while we were cruising around this weekend, we stopped into Bristow, Oklahoma.
Uh-huh.
We were at Misfit Pit Barbecue.
Oh, gosh.
And we saw how many out-of-state people in that building?
A bunch. In fact, at one point, we're talking to Jeremy. I said, hang on a second. And I went up to a guy that was decked out in Michigan stuff, which I know Michigan fans in Oklahoma, but they're transplants via the military. He is from, I can't remember now, Saginaw, Yeah, he was from Saginaw, Michigan. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot of out-of-towners getting their kicks on 66.
So back on point, though. Mark your calendars, May 30th. If you think you've seen a car show before, you haven't seen anything like this. Tulsa is about to put the capital in the capital of Route 66 by attempting to shatter the Guinness World Record right here in our backyard for the largest classic car parade ever.
That's pretty tall cotton right there.
They're trying to get 3,000 classic cars. Now, Brett, this got under my skin.
What?
3,000 classic cars for the parade, right? 1996 or older is considered classic.
Oof. You and I then, we're Model T, Model A.
Dude.
96.
My first car, 1977 Toyota Corona. Corona.
Before it was Corolla, they had a Corona.
Yes.
Wow. My first car, technically 79 Cadillac, but it was my mom. She let me drive, and that thing was a freaking boat. It made you feel like you were riding on the top of the water. You just kind of, if you've never been in a Cadillac, they man, them suckers cruise. But my first official car, 1973 Mustang Grande Coupe, the ugliest thing you've ever seen, but it was a Mustang. That's all I can say.
But it was a Mustang.
It was a Mustang.
So anyway, this is part of the massive Route 66 Centennial 100th birthday of the Mother Road. The parade, 5.5 miles long, dude. This is a lot of Tulsa that they're covering.
Real quick, I'm just kind of, if you're new to us, we do film live every week. El Burrito Loco has $1 million question for you.
Yes.
How old are you?
I am 52.
Oof. It doesn't feel like that. You seem younger. Really? You do seem younger. I mean, goodness. Even a Burrito Loco says for real.
When you're young at heart.
Or for real, Holmes. Go ahead.
So anyway, the path, it kicks off at 11th and Yale. We were just there, by the way. Cruising west through the heart of Tulsa, passing Harvard, Lewis, and Peoria, and finishes downtown at 10th and Denver.
I think Tulsa has the Guinness World Record for most episodes of First 48 on Yale. But it would be pretty, man, I got to find a way to get this. It's the day after my birthday when I clock in at 49. Holmes, what, man, why can't I be 50 the same year the Route 66 turns 100? Why? I don't know. Well.
So we were all over that place. By the way, 10th and Denver, that is real. I think that is real close to Andolini's.
I think that Tulsa also has the record for the most streets named after cities.
They do have a bunch of them.
Or towns. Peoria.
Yeah.
Detroit. My grandparents lived on Detroit. Denver. I mean, all of them. And I wonder, is it just, I don't know, guys, here, I got to go to the bathroom. Here's a map. And they're like, okay, we can do Denver. Okay, we can, you know what I mean? Like, what's the thought process? Like on 39th Street, there's 39th and Tulsa. Like, what is the thought process behind naming streets after cities or towns? I'm going to ask Chad GPT and see what he has to say after the show.
After the show?
Yeah.
So there is a spot where you can kick back and watch it from the sidelines. They have a high visibility spectator zone at 11th Street, all along 11th Street. Dude, 200,000 people are expected to be standing on the sidewalks. It's going to be a sea of chrome and neon and people.
I would normally say I'm taking my kids to this one. because Mason is a gearhead. He loves cars.
Yeah.
But the thought of, I just have this like him disappearing into the sea of people type.
Like Minority
No.
Report situation.
He'll be chained, and he's a kid that you turn around and he's gone.
Yeah. He's a handful.
He's a handful, dude. 100%.
Well, the weekend schedule is nice. Friday, kick things off early at the Expo Square with pre-cruise tailgate, live music, food trucks, vendors. Just kind of a warm-up for the following day. So Saturday morning, May 30th, the main event, the parade engines roar to life at 8 a.m. And then, go ahead.
No, that's an early start, but I think the juices are just flowing because it's such a momentous occasion. You know what I mean? Like 200,000 people celebrating the Mother Road of America. It's literally the gateway to America, man. Doing it in Tulsa, doing it upright. We're cruising 100 years, man.
Really, this is a once-in-a-lifetime event. You're not going to have very many opportunities to see 3,000 classic cars and 250,000 people hanging out to try to break a Guinness Book of World Records record.
And it's something that I think every time we do this show, you never know who's listening. We've got Jamie with Broken Bow had no idea about any of this that's happening. It needs to be stated that Oklahoma has the longest continuous drivable stretch of Route 66.
Mm-hmm.
And we drove most of it, like
over the last few days.
Yeah. And I'm telling you right now, if you're somebody, and Waze can kiss our butts, man.
Oh, man, Waze hates Route 66.
Waze hates Route 66. They want you to pay toll. Ditch the map, get on Route 66 and just drive. Because
follow the signs.
You're going to find towns you never heard of, or you have and you've never been to.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the towns that we stopped at had a little something. A lot of service stations.
Yes.
I think service stations were probably the order of the day. But dude, pull over. Take pictures.
Yeah.
Stand on the damn parking lot. You just, you kind of geek out a little bit because
there's a lot of history there.
Listen, man.
Yeah.
When we got to a point where we're like, let's hop on the highway to go home. We were ready to come home.
Yeah.
But and I think you and I both, I am a huge proponent of let's not get lost, but let's get to the arrow and then just drive. You know what I mean? You might accidentally run into the Grand Canyon, and that's okay as long as you don't accidentally run over it. But I mean, take the back roads.
Take the long way home.
The turnpike's great. Not a lot of people dying on Route 66. Didn't see any roadside memorials on the way to Tulsa or Broken Arrow on Route 66.
Yeah.
Take your time. Enjoy. I mean, enjoy the view. Find good company. I don't know, man.
Well, May 30th is going to be a busy, busy weekend. You've got the Oklahoma City event that we talked about last week. You also have the Blue Whale grand reopening in Catoosa. You've got the Veneta Route 66 Festival all happening that weekend. So if you cannot make it to Tulsa for this event, find something like this. This is history in the making.
Go get your Route 66 passports and get them stamped. I'm telling you, this is big. Like, this is Route 66 turning 100. They're not going to celebrate Turner Turnpike turning 100. Because here's the thing remember when they said, yep, as soon as we get these turnpikes paid off, it's open road.
Mm-hmm.
And then the time they said, yep, going to be 2019. We're like, all right, midnight on the 20th or 2020. All right, nothing.
Yeah, no, the price went up.
The price went up.
Yeah.
You're not going to celebrate I-35. It's done nothing but been a pain in the ass since its inception. Route 66 turning 100 years old. If you're alive to be there and can be somewhere on Route 66. If you can't be in Tulsa, be in Bethany. If you can't be in Bethany, be in Clinton. There's a Route 66 museum in Clinton, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Like, for real, you could take Route 66 to New Mexico if you want. We stood on a corner in Winslow, Arizona.
Yes, we did.
Because what? We decided, why don't we take, I remember the conversation. What about taking Route 66 back? Sign me up.
Yep.
And we took Route 66 back, and we took Route 66 and only stayed in a Motel 6, which is probably why we have bad luck. But
it's a possibility.
66 Motel 6, we stood on the corner of Winslow, Arizona. I would have never been able to do that. We were there before they put a statue up. I would have never been able to do that had we not said, you know what? Let's do that.
Well, if you have a classic vehicle, 1996 or older, so if you got that 1995 Ford Ranger and you want to be a part of the parade, it's only $15.
I would want to be the guy driving the Geo Metro.
Oh, dude, 1992 neon green Geo Metro 2-door hatchback.
And have everybody be jealous that I don't even have to barely spend $3.29 a gallon. And I got gas. Dude,
It's only got a 4-gallon tank.
they were the Prius before the Prius.
Yeah.
Like, you could drive on two. I need 2 on 2. And everybody's like, 2? Yeah, that's it. That's all. I drive a lawnmower.
Yeah, that's going to top it off.
That's going to top it off. Yeah.
Anyway, if you want more information, though, it's capitalofroute66.com to sign up, to get a full map, all of that sort of stuff. So whether you're a gearhead like Carson with a vintage Mustang or just someone who loves a good Oklahoma festival, I think this one is one you cannot miss.
Well, stick around after the break. We found some more neon on Route 66. Well, today's show is brought to you by, you guessed it, Friends of Nakoma Park. Now, they've been working to turn a 60-acre park into a safe, exciting place to play soccer, walk your dog, and have folk music concerts.
Yes, we are huge fans of Friends of Nakoma Park.
And
we
folk
actually, well, I don't know about folk music.
Okay.
There's very few.
Yeah, there's
folk
very few
songs
that
I
really
like.
gets my, you know.
One of our favorite events is Bites of EOC, and we just recently went to one that is not Bites of EOC.
Bites of NWC.
Yes.
It wasn't as good. I don't think it was as good.
Friends of Nakoma Park has theirs down to an art.
Yes.
Their fundraisers, their events are phenomenal. They're fun. You get a real good taste of Oklahoma,
Literally
and figuratively. But it's a good cause. It's right in the center of Oklahoma. Be a great place to hold festivals.
Listen,
Let's help them out.
Every time you turn around, they're trying to raise money. I think I saw like a city councilman dressed up like a, I don't know, Girl Scout, selling what appeared to be Girl Scout cookies, but I don't know. It just said girl cookies on it.
Girl cookies.
If you like Girl Scout cookies, you're going to love girl cookies. But if you want to get involved, it's super simple. Your time is valuable. Your money is valuable. Your presence is more important. And if you want to get involved, head over to their Facebook page, facebook.com/Friends of Nakoma Park.
How about we put a pin in it at Wellston's massive new landmark?
We, on our when we decided, hey, let's take 66.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think the best way to start, I mean, you could go up to Pops, go through Luther, but we were on the turnpike going, let's just hop off. And I was like, you know what? They've got the push pin here.
Mm-hmm.
So after we went up to On Q and indulged in an On Q donut and a tornado, We drove down to the push pin, got some great video, which we're going to be posting that pretty soon. We're kind of piecing together. I'm trying to
there's a lot.
We got a lot
of pieces to that one.
A lot of pieces, not just push pins, but I think it's one of the coolest art. Is it an art installation? Is it just a waypoint? It does mark the halfway point.
I think it's a great, like the concept itself.
Yeah.
is a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Just the pinpoint the center of Route 66 in Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
But it's gorgeous.
It is
25
gorgeous.
foot tall. It looks like stained glass.
It's a monolith to Oklahoma, to Route 66 and Oklahoma tourism. Yeah. And if you're there, I mean, here's the thing. It's a match made in heaven. You're getting off anyway to go get Butcher Barbecue.
Yeah, I mean, if you're stopping for either, there's absolutely
no reason, because you literally can't avoid it if you're getting back on the turnpike anyway.
But I like the overall effect. So they've got the push pin, and they've got a nice little park area set where you can pull in and park and check it out, walk up to it, walk around it, take your photos, that sort of stuff. But the bridge that's right there, the artwork that they're installing on that is gorgeous.
We were driving kind of fast. I did have video of that, but it's kind of hard to tell. But they were painstakingly hand painting on that wall.
Yeah.
And I remember the last time being down there when we had our little eat up during the barbecue tournament of champs, when we that it was the construction not long after that was kind of put businesses like Butcher in the town of Wellston as a whole kind of in the chokehold. And now you can kind of see what the benefits to that were. And most definitely the push pin kicks it off. It really does.
It's a great piece of art, but it's also a great spot. It's right when you get off of the turnpike in Wellston, Oklahoma. Like right there where 66 hits I-44 or I-40.
Yeah.
Is it I-40, right? I-44.
44.
The turnpike. I-44.
Be careful, because they will eat you up if you get it, if it even sounds like it's wrong.
Yeah, but turnpike at the Wellston exit, that push pin is right there. It's designed to look like stained glass. It was commissioned by Creative Machines as part of the Oklahoma Arts Council's Art in Public Places program. And I really think it's a phenomenal piece in the daytime. But at night,
yeah,
dude, it's next level.
You would think just by an appearance, from an appearance standpoint, that it's really cool during the day, but again, you can't have anything on 66 that's not neon.
That doesn't
light up
great at night.
Yeah.
Well, if you have a drone or a 60-foot ladder, there is a little bit of an Easter egg. There's a massive Route 66 emblem 66 emblem at the very top of the pin.
Oh. Did we perchance get a shot of that?
We did get a shot of that.
Yes.
With the new drone. So
I cannot wait to put that together.
But it glows at night. It lights up. It looks almost like a lampshade.
Or a lantern or a lampshade. Yeah. That makes more sense.
But the official ribbon cutting just happened. It is part of the state's Centennial celebrations. The goal is to bring Route 66 foot traffic back to Wellston and show off some of the small town hospitality. It's a definite, if you're on Route 66, you got to get a photo there. I think it should be a law.
Yes, we know it's a push pin, like in the map. Sorry, we're having class time, and kids not raising their hand to give answers that we already have answers to. Anyway, the joys of being live.
Oklahoma's got a lot of roadside oddities. I think this is a good one to add to the list.
Yeah, 100%. And again, you kind of look, I feel like every 2 weeks we're talking about some new thing they're adding to Route 66.
Mm-hmm.
He said it looks like a lampshade. It
At
didn't say
night.
it was one at night. He said it looks like it. Where were we?
We're adding new stuff to Route 66.
Right.
That's what you were saying.
Grown-ups are talking. I'm kidding. Anyway, but yeah, they're doing a lot and I just hope that it's not just for the sake of, I just hope that kind of thing continues. Like we're building up to the big one. Let's not forget between here
Just
and
give it up at 101.
right. You know what I mean? Like, don't be like Betty White and die like right after you turn 100. Keep it going. We love you. Rest in peace, Betty White. But anyway, yeah, I'm really looking forward to what May has to offer.
It's going to be a lot.
And it has nothing to do with my birthday because I don't celebrate my birthday.
Yeah, but everybody else does.
I'm Jehovah's Witness when it comes to my own birthday. I don't celebrate it.
Yeah, but everybody else does.
I don't like that. That's the thing. That's almost kind of like more people show up to your funeral than they do your birthday party. Because who's going to say I'm too busy to show up to a funeral? Sorry, I can't come to his funeral. I have tickets to Reba McEntire that weekend. Would you cancel a trip for my funeral? If as long as it's not in December or depending on what week in May. What?
Do I have backstage passes to the Reba concert, or is it
No, because it's literally open air. You could just walk back
then
there.
no, I wouldn't skip your funeral for that. If she was taking me on a tour bus or something, I'd be like,
Would you cancel your plans? What if it wasn't a concert? If it was like something you've been planning for your, like, this is it. I finally get to go to, I don't know, Dragapalooza. I've waited my whole life to dress up like Victor French at the, you look like Victor French from Highway to Heaven. And
how offended should I be right now?
Look him up.
I'm looking.
You do look like Victor French.
Victor French. Wow. I mean, I'm not going to argue that that's a handsome fella. I don't know if I look like him, though.
You do.
We have a very similar nose.
You do. You do. He was a big teddy bear. So was Merlin Olsen. I'm just naming off cast members from Little House on the Prairie. Michael Landon, ring a bell?
I remember Michael Landon.
Yeah. Laura Ingle. I don't remember her name. Why am I blanking on it? But anyway, yeah, I forgot what we were talking about.
Well, we have some feedback in the form of our friend Thang Long reading negative comments from Facebook. Now,
I think we need to name us. We need to bring it in better. We need to be like.
The only problem I have with any of this is we were having difficulty pulling it into the feed as we said it.
That's true.
So now we're wanting to super glue it on the tail end during editing.
I want to do it to where, and he's watching. I want to do it to where we instead of reading them all at once, it's negative comments with Thang Long.
I like it.
And do it with a little bit of music maybe underneath, like the Jack Handy quotes. I loved Deep Thoughts with Jack Handy was one of my favorite segments on Saturday Night Live. You know, Jack Handy was a writer. Mm-hmm. That's his real name, and he was a writer for SNL. But that's what I want to do. We're going to start doing that. We're going to start and maybe have him do the negative thoughts or negative comments with Thang Long. Or I could do that, and then he reads it. I don't know. We're going to let him figure it out. We're going to let him figure
AI it.
We're going to AI it in.
But if following this statement right here, you hear Thang Long and his negative comments from Facebook about us,
Hello there, my fellow only in Oklahomies. My name is Thang Long. I was given the task to read comments, but let's get started with number 1. The food is very good there. But did you even taste the food? You ate in such huge bites and so fast. Throwing up emoji. Alrighty, number 2. I think these guys are schmucks. Number 3. What do you call that haircut? I'm assuming they're talking to you, Brett, because I've never seen Harley without a hat. I've rode in a car with Harley. I've sat in a movie theater with Harley. I've broke bread with Harley. I'm assuming he was married in a hat. I'm probably sure he showers with a hat, probably sleeps in a hat. If I had to bet, I would bet he was born wearing a hat. But anyway, that is Mean Comments with Thang Long.
Good job, Thang. But if you didn't hear that, it'll be on next week's show.
Yeah, we've been busy, man.
We have been.
It's been kind of crazy. And I think, when you spend you spend your whole weekend with your best friend, and it's you're going all weekend, you're bound to hit the wall coming out of turn 2. And you and I had a whirlwind adventure over the weekend, and we hit the wall coming out of turn 2, and I want to apologize. I think emotions have been running high.
Emotions have been running high.
We're running real high, and we're running low on energy and maybe money. Maybe just I didn't say
I think
money.
we're running high on blood sugar is what we're running.
It is. That's what it is. So I just want to say I apologize, and I appreciate your contributions. I know you appreciate mine. We've been doing this thing. We did the math, or you did the math.
12, 13 years now.
12 or 13 years we've been doing this.
Yeah, it's a long damn time.
That's a lot of, pushing the basket together kind of stuff.
Pushing a stone up a hill.
And what happens when an unstoppable force hits an immovable object? You get the Only No K show. I think you can guess what the unstoppable force is. I think it's sometimes no. I think it's me. But what I want to do real quick at the end here, I want to tell everybody. I get a lot of questions all the time. When are you going to post your new video? When are you going to post your next video? And the truth is this. It is difficult to have a regular recording schedule. Trust me. Tell me I'm right. Tell me I'm wrong. If we could do more than one episode of the podcast, we would.
Yeah.
But doing what we do, the bandwidth just isn't there. We can't because we do have day jobs.
And families.
And things that we're obligated to.
I've got graduation coming up.
You got a wedding in December, you know what I mean?
December, yep.
So life be life, and it's difficult for us to get out there and do it where both of our schedules, because Harley has weekends off. I have one weekend a month. I have a steady schedule. It's just it's difficult to intertwine what I want to do with what I have to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's a balancing act because regardless of how old your kids are, you still want to be able to answer the phone for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I still want to be able to, stay up until 4 a.m. You know what? The greatest gift I've been given was to be a father again. 100%. And I stayed up until 4 a.m. because Carson, he doesn't forget anything. I'm doing this.
All right.
You can edit it if you want. And I'm going to try not to cry. Carson has a very specific way that he likes things done.
Yes.
Okay. So he knew 2 days ago that I hadn't finished the robot and we had a little bit of a meltdown. Okay. So I decided last night or the night before last, when I ended up staying until 4 in the morning, I can't make the robot just this one. I mean, he's going to know.
Right.
He is, I love all my kids. He is the smartest, brightest, sweetest little boy. And he just turned 6. I am going to try to do this. Okay. He's already made me cry today and he doesn't know it. If he knew how many times he made me cry and didn't know it. Anyway. So
Your glasses are getting foggy.
Oh, they're getting
over there.
foggy, man. So I got to a point where I was like, okay, this is probably good. We can probably stop here. And I was like, then a voice said in my head said, he's going to know you didn't get it. If you can't get it done, it's got to be to where he recognizes that it's a robot.
Right.
Am I talking too much?
No.
Okay. Let me back up just real quick. Harley and Amber bought my son Carson, who just turned 6, April the 6th, 2026, a robot. He loves robots. A 7, and I could have drove all the way out here and slapped you because I knew he bought that for Carson, but he bought it so I could put it together. And I'm not mad, but it's 700-piece robot. Okay. And it looks like Johnny 5.
Yeah.
It doesn't say it on the box. It says Beep Bop Robot. But no, it's Johnny 5 because it's got, Johnny 5. I can already, you know what I mean? So anyway, I had determined I have to make this thing look like we're getting close to being a robot.
Right. But there was a piece missing.
We figured it out.
Okay.
What you have to know about reading the instructions is don't skip, because then I'm looking at the picture. I'm going, wait a second, this is taller here. So a few times I had to tear it down and add the thing.
Yeah.
So anyway, I had determined if I don't finish it, I have to make it look, I keep saying that, have to make it look like a robot.
Mm-hmm.
So, and when you're doing stuff like this, painstaking, and you're digging through parts, you will lose track of time.
Yeah.
I remember looking at the clock when I started, 10-ish, looking at it again at between 12:30 and 1 o'clock, and looking at it again at 3:55 in the morning. I'm like, yeah, but I'm still in between trying to so moral of the story, I get it done, get the face done, his head's mounted, his Johnny 5 eyebrows are on it.
Yeah.
He was so happy this morning when he got up and it said, Mama, I wasn't there for it. Mama, it looks like a real robot. So I don't have to be at work until 3 tomorrow afternoon. So I plan on getting back in there tonight and see if I can keep continuing to make it look like a real robot. But the greatest gift I was ever given was the opportunity to be a father again. There's so many things, and this could be a whole other thing. I was talking to somebody. I didn't have a toddler with my oldest son. I didn't have time with my son until he was 10.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't blame anyone. I'm over that part.
Right.
But being able to do the Santa Claus thing with my kids for the first time. Watching them open presents in the morning and not having to deliver my kid to, or have mom come get my son during a family get together.
Right.
And then I don't get him again for 12 more hours.
Yeah.
So again, I'm not bitter. I say all that to say,
You're making the most of it.
I'm making the most of it because I look at you and go, man, you got the time, you got all the time in the world. And then it's like, eventually it's going to get quiet. You know what I mean? Eventually they don't come home as often,
Mm-hmm.
and you can hope that they want to, you can hope that they want to come do their laundry, even if they don't need to, they'll do it anyway.
Right.
So I said all that to say, doing videos, taking road trips takes us away from family. I don't like to, and I'll be honest, I'm selfish in the regard that I don't like to mix. I don't like to say business with pleasure because that sounds like such a 1990s thing to say, but I don't like to mix my personal life with trying to work because I'm not good at balance. It's a balancing act. But it's tough out here on these streets. It's tough out going out and doing the thing. But we just want you all to know that we appreciate you following along, and we don't always get videos out on time, and we kind of struggle with putting brackets together, and we couldn't do that without the help of Lauren. She's been a ride or die with us since day one, helping us do that and helping us kind of keep everything going. And Jamie helping to promote us and putting a nickel in the jar. And if that's something you all are interested in doing, if you want to be involved in what we're doing and what we're building and trying to accomplish, by all means, please reach out to us and we'll tell you what you can do. But without you, we don't do this.
True.
100%. But hey, if you know a business looking to get promoted, let us know, because we want to keep going. We want to keep going down the road. It's got to be worth our time. At the end of the day,
True.
We enjoy it, but ultimately, it's the cost benefit analysis catches up with you after a while.
It does.
But enough with the heartfelt moments and the come to Jesus meeting. We appreciate everything that you've done. Thanks for riding and dying with us. If you've been with us since day one, which there's not many of those left, I don't think there's anybody that listens or watches that's been with us since the Travelati's days. We used to have a pretty strong legion with him. I think we still do with the Only an OK stuff. But if you've been with us since day one, we appreciate it. If you are starting today, welcome.
Yeah.
And we hope to see you tomorrow. For now, till then, this is the Only an OK show. New episodes, new content as often as possible. I'm Brett.
And I'm Harley, and we're out of here.
Peace.